Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel once again. And we will be discussing about another topic in K-pop news today. And this topic is centered around Stray Kids, but not just Stray Kids as a group, but a specific member. And this member is the leader of Stray Kids named Bang Chan. So there has been debate surrounding Bang Chan's latest response to his fans and also Twice fans. Now, just in case you aren't aware or do not know much about Stray Kids and Twice, they come from the company JYP. And Twice are actually the seniors of Stray Kids. Now, everybody knows Twice is one of the biggest groups in third generation K-pop. And everybody knows that Stray Kids is one of the biggest groups within fourth generation K-pop. So obviously there has been some clash between Twice's fans and Stray Kids fans about who really is the most popular group within JYP. Obviously, Twice was on top and was the top group in JYP for a while until Stray Kids came along, but Stray Kids weren't so popular immediately off the bat. Their breakout song was actually God's Menu. Now, I will say that I didn't really like God's Menu at first, but after a while and how overplayed it actually was, the song started to grow on me, and I believe that the song started to grow on the general public as well, because over time the song became immensely popular, and that really did take off their career. And no, I'm not saying that they were a Nugu group before God's Menu, but what I mean is that God's Menu really put Stray Kids on more of a global map within K-pop. Now, I will say that it is nothing new that younger groups and older groups that are in the same company have fans that really do crash in terms of who is the moneymaker of the company. We had that with Blackpink and Big Bang fans. We also had that with NCT and EXO fans and Red Velvet fans and aespa fans. So this is not a new concept within the K-pop community. Older group fans were saying, well, my group is legendary and your group will never be on the same status as my group. And then you have younger group fans that will say about the older groups that their group is washed up and nobody cares about them anymore. And I see that play into Stray Kids fans and Twice fans. Now, that's usually how arguments and fan wars would go within Twitter and other social media spaces. But now the fan wars have gotten to a point where it's no longer about who's the biggest group and my group sold this much and your group flopped. It's now coming to the point where the fan wars have become almost extremely disgusting and toxic. And you can see that switch within Twice fans and Stray Kids fans. You see a lot of body shaming when it comes to how Twice fans talk about Stray Kids, and you see a lot of body shaming within the Twice community towards Stray Kids. You even say Twice fans bringing up how the members are creeps and bringing up essay as well. And that's one of the main issues I have with people that stare in girl groups. Their main go-to is to call male groups predators and affairs. And it's so odd to me and so weird to me how that is their first go-to, and they think that that is such a great comeback. And it just shocks me because you're standing in girl groups. Why do you think it is appropriate to accuse people of SA and basically wishing that a woman is SA'd? I just never understood that. I think that is the most inhumane thing you can do. So it doesn't surprise me that Stray Kids fans, which are stays, went on a whole rampage when Bang Chun decided to respond to the fights that Twice Stams, which are onces, and stays constantly have each other by saying that stays should leave Twice alone and respect them because they are the seniors of Stray Kids. Now, granted, I don't think that Bang Chin really knows how nasty these fights get, and probably is speaking from a perspective of fan wars about streams and sales. But I understand Stays being completely annoyed by Bang Chin's statement because it almost seems as though Stays are the ones that constantly start stuff with onces. And granted, stays aren't saints. Their dragging of Twice also consists of a lot of misogyny, which should be called out. But considering the fact that Twice has not said anything about onces in their behavior, it does make it seem like stays are the only ones attacking Twice in onces. And it also didn't help that Bang Chin's statements made a lot of headlines within social media. So it's not a good look for stays at all. Now onces are using Bang Chin's statement against stays, and will definitely be using Bang Chin's statement in fan wars from that one. Now again, I'm not saying that Bang Chin is in the wrong for calling out his fans. He should call out his fans. However, I do see the other side with his fandom saying that it's almost a slap in the face. It's almost always Bang Chin that is constantly called a creep and a weirdo from onces, and stays constantly defend him. So to see that statement from him that almost puts stays as the aggressors in these fan wars can't feel good. Now, do I think stays are overreacting? Yes. I think saying that he's a detriment to the group and he should leave is going a bit too far. You can be annoyed already. That's fine. But to be this nasty when the whole reason you're irritated is because you guys have been defending him doesn't really make any sense. It almost begs the question of, did you really like him? Or were you just defending him simply because he's in the group? I'd also think the extreme reprise stems from parasocialism that Bang Chin and stays do have with each other, which Bang Chin, whether it's unintentional or not, did play a part in because of his live streams, which the other members don't always do. So my thoughts about the situation is that I do see both sides. I see Bang Chin's side and I see his fandom side. However, I don't see the extreme reactions that some stays are giving. And when it comes to Twice, I don't see Twice calling their fandom out, despite them fighting with every fandom imaginable and just saying some nasty, almost incriminating stuff. And it almost seems like they're kind of getting a pass to say these things. However, if by some miracle Twice actually does call out their fandom, I don't think onces will attack Twice like some stays are extremely attacking Bang Chin. I think they'll just say whatever and continue dragging Stray Kids. Which begs the question again of some stays really liking Bang Chin or not. And maybe this situation really brought out some of their true colors and feelings towards Bang Chin. Only time will tell. Well, that's all I have on this topic today. Please tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.